For this specific use case, we're going to focus on the terms on the left, looking at more of the brand names and the targeting that can come with that. So starting off, I'm in our ThreatQ integration, and I'm looking at the DomainTools Hotlist feed, which gives you a list of high-risk domains that you could be monitoring for. As you can see, this current feed has 1.7 million domains in there, and we're going to work to narrow that down using some of those key terms that we mentioned before. So as I enter those into the tip within the integration, Microsoft Okta, we see that the number quickly drops to 370 domains there. That helps give us a more manageable list, but we also want to make sure that this is relevant. This is something that we know that domains are created, they're stood up, and then they're weaponized at an increasingly high speed. So we want to make sure we're looking at relevant recent domains and data as well. So we can actually begin to filter using the tip here. So selecting filter, and then I'm going to filter here on date created. So when the IOC was ingested into the tip here, the tips often allow for a number of ways in which you can look at it. So looking at, was it created before a given date or after? Do you have a specific time frame you want to look at? In this case, I'm going to look at within the last day. So looking for recent domains that have been stood up that are going to be highly new, have the potential to be malicious, maybe haven't been observed on some threat feeds yet at this time. And we can see as we do that, we begin to notice a drop in indicators. We're now looking at 50 domains that have been identified within the feed on these terms that are within the last day. Much more manageable for an analyst or a couple of analysts to begin to review and understand the risk that they pose and determine how you want to control or mitigate against that, whether it's a general block, exposure checks, or just understanding, do we need a general alerts for when we see this on our network? One of the great things within our ThreatQ integration is you can take a query like this where we've added terms, all those supply chain terms, as well as our parameters of what data we want to see, so the data within the last day, and we can save that as a collection. This makes it easier and quicker for you to come back to your investigation or come back to this task to make sure that you're able to monitor easily and without having to recreate those queries over and over again. So now we have it saved there, and you can see at the top now, it's been in our threat library saved as supply chain monitor, making it easier to find. You can select a drop down to get to that again and again. Next, we're able to also share this. So you can choose to share this with everyone in your organization. In my case here, I'm looking to share this with my colleague, Andrew. That way, if Andrew wants to be able to review what I'm looking at, or I'm just not available that day, he's able to view it. But this will help enable your organization to work better together, not having a single entity who owns a specific risk monitor list you've created.